What's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate all the love and support. I feel like I say that in every video, but I mean it. So yeah, I wanted to hop on here and do like a current favorites video. I feel like I'm always switching out my products and my favorites just always come and go. And then there's some products that will sit in my drawer forever that I used to use all the time, and then I'll pull them back out and they are like a new found amazing product again. So for starters, let's just go ahead and get this out of the way, because if you've watched my channel, you know that I love this foundation. This is the Maybelline 24 Hour Super Stay Foundation. I love this one. I believe it is like $9, $10, $11 at different drugstores. But this foundation for a drugstore product is so good. The formula is amazing. The wear of it is beautiful. I would highly recommend this foundation. I'm dry. Well, I'm more on the dry side, but my skin does create natural oils, obviously. But this foundation wears really well on my skin throughout the day. I would say it wears or leaves more of like a, not completely matte finish, but it does dry down to more of a mattifying finish. So it covers really well, and with my breakouts, I definitely need something that covers. So that foundation is amazing, especially for the drugstore. So next for concealer, I feel like this is a product that I used all the time in high school, but like didn't use it ever since. But I finally picked it up again, and I have like 3 in my drawer now, and I've been loving it. But it's the NYX HD concealer. I love this concealer. It was really popular at one point. It's just really good at covering. There's no flashback or anything like that. It blends out really smooth, and it doesn't leave like the under eye area very dry or creasy or anything like that. So yeah, I would highly recommend that concealer, and that's just what I personally like at the moment. And for bronzer, of course, I love the NYC Smooth Skin bronzer, but I don't think you can find this anywhere in the US. I think the brand like is not sold in Walmart anymore. It's not sold in Target. So I've been trying to like use other bronzers. That way I can, you know, show you guys bronzers that you guys can actually go and purchase. I've been really into recently is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Amazonian Clay Matte Waterproof Bronzer. I love this one. It's just like a mattifying bronzer with a really pretty shade. So if you want to contour and bronze the skin, if you have a complexion like me, this is a really pretty bronzer. So yeah, I've been trying to like dip into other products as well, and that one is one that I find that works really well for me. So I love that little bronzer there. I feel like this one's an oldie but a goodie for me. But this one's one that I've had in my drawer. I've only used it a couple times. I loved it, but like I never use it like every single day. This is the Lancome Intense Highlighter Shimmery Dewy Glow, and that's what that one looks like there. But this one I just use as a primer. It's really pretty. It's like a more of a white kind of consistency, and I apply this all over to like the center of the face and blend it back, or blend it out, and it just gives like a really nice dewy finish before you go and put that foundation on. So with me being dry and like having dry skin, I like to put something like this on before like a mattifying foundation, and I find that this works really well for me. I love this one. I've been grabbing this lately, so pick this one up if you want something like this. If you want something similar and more affordable, okay, so if you want something similar to the Lancome liquid highlighter, this one is by NYX. It's called Born to Glow, and it's the illuminating primer. So this one I would say is very, very similar. I'll go ahead and swatch both of them on the back of my hand so you can see. Okay, so this is what they look like. This one's a little more runny, but this one is the NYX one, and this one is the Lancome one. They're very, very similar, and they have the very similar shade. So if you want something like that, and if you want that kind of dewy finish before you apply your makeup, these would be really good for you. So there is a higher end and an affordable version. So next I want to go in with powders. This one is the Lancome Absolute Powder Radiant Smoothing Powder. I love this one. I feel like I use this powder so much over the summer and then like never again. But yeah, I love that powder. It just gives like a really pretty shimmery kind of finish, but without like the glitter and the shimmer. So this is like an all over finishing powder, at least that's how I use it. And it comes in, I believe, it doesn't come in a lot of shades. It comes in like 6 different shades maybe, and it is pretty expensive, but you only need a very, very small amount. So if you are someone that's looking for that all over glow, but you don't want to look like oily or, you know, like too glittery or anything like that, this one is beautiful. So I would highly recommend that. And another concealer that I've been loving, I've loved this concealer for so long, but it wasn't something that I like had to have if I ran out, like I needed to go get another one. It wasn't like that. I just kind of picked it up here and there and then used it here and there, but I used it again on my wedding day and it was absolutely beautiful. It shows up really well in pictures, but it's the Bare Minerals Well Rested Powder Concealer, and it is beautiful, especially if you like a bright under eye, which I personally do. This will brighten anything up. So I use this on days like where I've been at work all day and then maybe we're going to dinner that night. I'll come home and apply this to the under eye area and it just instantly brights it up and refreshes that look. Okay, and for foundation, I don't use this every day, but it is one that I use a lot, and every time I wear it, I love it, and it always looks so pretty on the skin. But it's the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation, and I find that if I mix this one in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte foundation, it just gives like a beautiful full coverage finish. There's not too much glow and there's not too much matte, so those two together are bomb. But this one by itself, especially when my skin's not like too broken out, it's beautiful on the skin, so I've been loving that one lately. And for a highlighter, if you watch my videos, you would already know that I love this highlighter. I can't get enough, and sorry if you get sick of it, but it's the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. I just feel like if you can get a beaming highlight for $9, why would you pay $38 for a higher end highlight? That's just how I think, but I love this one. Mine's like all nasty and used. But I love this one, especially if you're looking for an affordable highlighter and if you want something that is comparable to like a higher end product. That one is beautiful. I love that highlighter. They just came out with more shades too. So they have like a white shade, like a pink shade, and maybe something else. But yeah, they just came out with some more shades. So if you want a highlighter and something that's affordable, go pick this one up. And for lashes, I have used these lashes for so long, probably since I like first started wearing lashes, maybe even before that. But these are just a pair of lashes that I always like go and get and then run out, and then I'll try a new pair, but then I always go back to these. These are the Kiss lashes in the number 11. I love these lashes. I think they're so beautiful, especially if you want like a wispy, flirty lash. They're not natural, but for me, like every day wearing lashes like that, I think it's just beautiful with any eye look that I do. And they're very affordable. I find them at Walmart. They come in a pack of, let's see, they come in a pack of 5, and then you can get, well, in the pack it comes with like a little tweezer applicator, which I never use. I always end up throwing it away, but it would be helpful for some people that are learning how to apply lashes. But you get this whole pack for like $8.88 or $9, somewhere around there. So these lashes are great. They are very, very comfortable. I have even found myself like getting into the shower and forgetting that I have them on. Like I go to take off my makeup and they're still on. So these are very comfortable, very affordable, and they're beautiful on the eye. This is a lip product that I've been loving lately. This is a MAC liquid, no, not liquid lipstick, a regular lipstick. I'm so used to wearing liquid lipsticks, but this was in the shade Velvet Teddy, and that's what that one looks like there. It's a beautiful kind of like mauve nude kind of shade, so I love that one. I always line the lips with something a little darker, and then I use that on the center of the lips, and it's so pretty and just very feminine. So I love that lipstick. So I would say the rest of these items are more of like skincare items, but first, this is the L'Oreal Hydra Genius Extra Dry Skin Moisturizer. This stuff is amazing. It has more of just like a whipped creamy kind of consistency. It's a little thicker obviously because it's going to be for drier skin. But it just hydrates the skin really well. I always make sure to put this on at night before I go to bed, and it just hydrates the skin really well. And for someone that's dry and that's looking for that extra moisture, this moisturizer is great. It's not going to leave the skin feeling like greasy or oily or anything like that. So yes, I would highly recommend that moisturizer. They also have one that's in a pump that you can use like for daytime and before your makeup. I haven't tried that one yet, but I want to get my hands on it soon. So as soon as I do, I can use it in a video and let you all know how I like that one. But I've been loving this one before I go to bed, and it just really hydrates the skin, and I feel really moisturized when I wake up in the mornings. So next, for a hydrating spray, this is the Evian facial spray. It moisturizes, refreshes, and tones. It's literally just water in like an aerosol can, but it's so hydrating. It feels so good on the skin, especially if you're someone that's dry. They come in like these little travel packs, and then they come in like big bottles too. I just normally carry this one like in my purse or something like that and just refresh throughout the day. Especially in the summer, that spray is so good in the summer. So yeah, I like to use this one you know, throughout the day and things like that. And then at night before I go to bed, I always spray it like after I put my moisturizer on, just to give a little extra moisture to the skin. But yeah, I've been loving that facial spray. It's one that I've used like in the past once again, and I've refound it. So I love that facial spray, and I would highly recommend it. So next, for a facial spray, this is the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, chamomile, and lavender. And that's what this one looks like. I love this one. I have tried the cucumber one and the rose one, and this one is so far my favorite. I just feel like the scent isn't that strong, and it's very calming on the skin. With the rose water one, I love that one, but I feel like it just left the skin itchy sometimes. I'm not even that sensitive to things, believe it or not. But yeah, this one just leaves the skin feeling so refreshed and calm. I always use this one before I apply my makeup and sometimes after. But yeah, this one is just really good at toning down redness as well. So if you have tried the cucumber one and if you've tried the rose water one and you like those, I would highly recommend picking this one up and trying this one as well. Okay, so this next one is kind of random, it's kind of weird, but it is just the Aquaphor Healing Treatment. And I always recommend this one to I always recommend this one to clients. I'm not a doctor girl, but I use this before I go to bed, and I literally load up my lips with this stuff just because I feel like that's when your body's resting, and that's when you want to give the most moisture to the skin. So I always do like lotion and moisturizer and oils and sprays and all that good stuff. But I never forget about the lips. So I always go in with this Aquaphor Healing Treatment around the lip area. And then I blow my nose so much. I just get so like clogged up, I guess. I blow it so much. Like normally in the mornings, I know this is so like gross, but normally in the mornings, I'll blow my nose like first thing in the morning because I literally can't breathe. And then I'll do my coffee and I'll take the dog out and do all that stuff. And then by the time I sit down to do my makeup, like I need to blow my nose again. That's how many times I blow my nose throughout the day. So I always put this on like around this area of the nose. As we all know, this area can get so dry. So before I go to bed, I like to put this on this area of the nose and on my lips. And they wake up just really moisturized. Well, I wake up really moisturized in these areas, so I would highly recommend that one if you're looking for something to help with dry skin. Okay, this next one is kind of odd because when I first used it, I hated it. The next time I used it, I liked it and it was okay. Then the next time I used it, I absolutely hated it. And then the next time I used it, it was great. So I was just kind of all over the place with this one, but that's how it goes for me in testing out products. I just have to keep using them over and over and over just to make sure that I do like them, and just to make sure that, you know, I give them a good test run before I say that I don't like them. I'm not one of those people that uses a product for 2 days and I'm like, nope, don't like it. But it's the Tarte Knockout Tingling Treatment. And it looks like that there. But it's supposed to help with exfoliating the skin, balancing out the texture and the tone of the skin, and it's going to help minimize the appearance of pores. But it's a legit tingling treatment, and I use this as a toner obviously, but when my breakouts are like bad and open, I can't use it because it just burns so bad. But when they are like, you know, dried up and they're not like open, this stuff is amazing. So I use this before I go to bed, and then I wake up the next morning and I swear my breakouts like literally just tone down a little bit. It does leave like a tingling sensation. If you can handle that and if you like that, I would recommend this one. But if you're someone that's sensitive, I don't want to say stay away, but if you're someone that's sensitive, you might not like that feeling on the skin. At first I absolutely hated it. I didn't understand it. I was just like, I don't want this on my skin. It feels like, you know, whenever you like wipe your makeup off with a makeup wipe, but you don't do anything after, and it just feels like itchy and you just want to like rub your face. That's how I felt with this one when I first used it, but I was so broken out when I first used this product. So I just feel like I had to do a little test run with this product, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, I would recommend this one if you think that it would work for you. And this one is only sold at Sephora and on the Tarte website, so keep that in mind. And last but definitely not least, I love this stuff so much. I go through so many of them, but I always make sure to get them whenever they're like buy one get one half off or buy two get one free, something like that. But this is the Soap & Glory Smoothie Star Body Milk, and it has almond, cocoa, yogurt, and oat and honey. And it says it has almonds, oats, and brown sugar scent. But this is what it looks like. And if you know me, you know that I'm a lotion fanatic. Like every time I get out of the shower, lotion up head to toe before I even put on one piece of clothing. So this one is just amazing, and the smell of it, which I'm into these types of smells, I literally can't get enough. So it does come in a body wash and a body butter, and trust me, I've tried them all, but this one is by far my favorite. It's just like a lightweight consistency, and using it all over my body before I get in bed at night, it's just really lightweight and nice and refreshing. So yeah, if you're looking for a good all over body moisturizer or more body lotion and you're into these kind of scents, this one is amazing. Which they have other scents as well, and there's another one that's really popular, but for me, liking those like warm almond, coffee kind of scents, vanilla kind of scents, this is right up my alley, and it smells so freaking good. I wish I could just like explain it to you, but yeah, if you're someone that likes a, you know, like a good moisturizer and you want something that smells really good and that helps moisturizing the skin, definitely check this one out. I would highly recommend it. This is the Neutrogena Clear Pore Cleanser and Mask. So you can use it as a daily cleanser, and you can use it as a intensive mask for deep cleansing and helping with shine control, which I obviously don't use it as either one of those two. I use it as more of like a spot treatment. I know that's so weird, but I use it as more of like a spot treatment at night before I go to bed. And if my breakouts are really bad, I'll just use a Q-tip and spot treat the area, sleep in this, and then wash it off the next morning. But this is what it looks like. And I love this one. I just feel like it really tones down like my breakouts and things like that, and it helps like dry them out. I just think that this product does really well with like drying out the zits and things like that before I wake up the next morning, especially if I'm broken out so bad. I'll just, you know, sleep in them like I said before and just wash it off the next morning. But it helps to dry the zits out, and it helps tone down the redness, and it helps bring down like the irritation and the like bump of the zit. So yes, I like to use this one as a spot treatment. But yeah, that's pretty much it. These are my current favorites so far. I'm always bouncing around and using different products and trying out old products that I used to use in the past. So these are just what I have been using recently, and they worked really well for me, and I'm enjoying them a lot. So I wanted to share them with you. I know I didn't go through like every single product that you would use on your skin or your face or anything like that, but these are just ones that I use like all the time right now, and I'm obsessing over them. So I wanted to share that with you, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for what's coming next. Please subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!